Testing. What is going on, peeps? Your boy Versatile is back after hours with episode 27 of Versatile After Hours. Yes, we have made it this far. It's been a little bit of a journey the last few episodes. If you guys haven't already, this is a visual podcast, so you can catch it on this channel here. So if you haven't already, make sure you guys ignite the like button on this video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Make sure you guys hit that notification bell so that way YouTube informs you when I drop videos. Yes, YouTube won't let you know a thing unless you go ahead and hit that notification bell. So go ahead and do that right there. And if you can't catch the visuals, you want to catch the audio, be sure to subscribe on your favorite podcast platform. We are most likely there. Now let's get into the podcast. And as you guys can see here that I have next to me is my new baby boy. Oh, goodness. Y'all know I've been tweeting like crazy about specific tech items or gear that I feel like I need to help kind of push past the bottlenecking in terms of video creation and just creating nonetheless. You know, I do a very decent job with handheld footage, you know, just rocking with the camera, and I'm glad that I have been patient and have been working like this progress in the way I have been in terms of making the absolute best of my current situation or circumstances, so when I get something new, I can apply those same principles to the new avenue. And here, that's with the gimbal. I've been able to use it one time, and that's with Amazon. So I hadn't used it. I mean, I used a gimbal once before at Sony's Camera Camp last year, September 2019, and that threw me through a doozy because it really scared the life out of me. I don't know why. I felt like I felt so slow when I was trying to work the Ronin SC. And then I get the Weeble S, and at first I felt a little slow just trying to put it together, get it to work properly. And then when I realized it was super simple, then I was like, oh, that's how you do it. So I'm glad I was able to get good footage out of this for Amazon. And I need to put in more practice with it, of course, because I did some fine tuning to the settings in terms of how each level of movement works with the pan, the tilt, and the roll. I've actually changed those settings. Peter McComb, who's like a big Weeble S Zhiyun product user or gimbal user from Zhiyun, has been very helpful with how to finally tune the Weeble S. He's a filmmaker, and so no doubt I'm going to heavily consider his advice in terms of how to operate this baby here. Actually, this just came today. Today's Saturday, so you guys should see this uploaded on Sunday. And it's like, well, technically it's like 1 a.m. so technically it's Sunday already. So, but this will be up on Sunday as well. I got this piece right here. Don't worry, I'm gonna have a video because I have an unboxing. In that video for this, I was so out of it, so I'm probably gonna chop and screw it just to do like a quick hyperlapse of me trying to put this together, unboxing and stuff like that. So look forward to that. Right now I'm kind of out of energy as well. That's why I'm shooting it at like 1 a.m. because I have not found the energy to make this video, and it's simply because I'm out of energy in a good way. And I'll get into it as we start talking about how I actually made it to Amazon, how I was able to get that deal and get another deal with them. I've shot 2 weddings and that Amazon deal within a week and a half's worth of time. I guess you could say 2. Yeah, a week, because I had one wedding in not this past Saturday. Well, I did have one this past Saturday. Then I had one the Saturday before. So technically in 2 weeks worth of time, I've shot 2 weddings and the Amazon gig. Now, thankfully, the Amazon opportunity was not as long as the typical wedding. I am so used to not having to expense that kind of energy that being on my feet, standing a lot, it's like my body's like, hold up, we ain't done this in a while, man. Can we chill out for a little bit? So for me, that's why I'm glad I've been getting back into playing basketball on an almost every other day basis up until the last like 2 weeks, because I've been doing all this fun stuff. So that's the reason why I'm kind of low on energy right now, but it's in a good way because my body's adjusting in a good way. I don't have no injuries or nothing like that. But at the same time, I'm just fatigued. And so like that's why I've been kind of slow on both this channel and the gaming channel in terms of content, because I've been, if not busy, just kind of recuperating a little bit, because it is a different kind of energy. It's fun. Plus I'm kind of like a hype man for the weddings. So I'm expensing a lot of energy during those moments. And then it's just like the recovery period. So I've been like really relaxing. The wife is gone for the weekend, really for like 4 or 5 days. She went to go visit her family. So I'm like home alone, kind of partying myself, which really means I'm just relaxing, chilling, not doing much, which I guess, it's well earned. So how did I get to Amazon? Well, how did I get this Weeble S? Well, I finally bought it with some money I made from a wedding. I'm lying, actually. I actually got this with unemployment. But that's why I was able to get this, because I knew that I had an opportunity to possibly make money finally, pitching videography to couples. So it all starts with Jason Britt, aka DJ Breeze. He's a guy that I met August 22nd. It was my first time second shooting videography for a wedding. So it was like my first official wedding that I second shot for. I shot with a dude named Mina, and we had a good time shooting the wedding. It was great. I met the DJ there, and me and him exchanged info like right towards the end. Didn't talk to him for a solid couple weeks until his name like ran across from me on Facebook. So let's rewind really quick. Facebook. I despise Facebook, and in a way social media. I've only embraced it recently just because I realize social media is a more powerful tool when you just embrace it. So that's what I've been doing, sharing more stories on Instagram, uploading more frequently, which thankfully I can anyway, because one of the photo shoots I did, I believe it was August 15th, I did a elopement workshop, and I dropped that video on my channel, and we were like embargoed to not release any of the content for like 45 days. So now on Instagram, I have more content to roll out for like the next maybe 2 weeks at most, which will help me, because if I get any other jobs in between, then that's just stuff I can upload in between or after. But yes, it starts with DJ Breeze. No, it starts with Terry Warfield. He gave me some advice a long time ago about using Facebook. And so I was like, okay, fine, I'll use it. I will use Facebook. So, and his key point of advice was join Facebook groups. And so for me, I was like, okay, well, what group should I join? So I joined some of the A7 groups where I can just kind of show off my work, get some feedback on specific photos or whatever. I can share some of my videos on there and get some feedback, because I'm all about getting feedback so I can improve. And some things that maybe I didn't consider, or I did, if someone else points it out, then it's something I can continue to consider, or I can throw out if I'm just tripping, because sometimes we can just overthink our creativity. So shout out to Terry on that one key piece of advice, because that's what led to everything else. Because I found Mina on Facebook to second shoot for, to meet DJ Breeze August 22nd. So like I said, I didn't talk to him for about 2 weeks, and then we ended up hooking up around September 11th or 12th ish. It was a Saturday. No, it was a Thursday, because I was actually supposed to do another videography behind the scenes for this woman's nonprofit photographer organization, but the time constraints kind of took me aback, and so I had to end up canceling that. But then like 2 days later, I reached out to Breeze, because he came across me on Facebook, and I was like, yo man, if you need any help, or like you like a videographer to come through and do some things, or let me know. And so he did, and he was like, actually I got a wedding in 2 days, you want to come, we could try to pitch some videography, or you could pitch some videography. And I was like, oh nice. So that's how I got the job 2 weeks ago. Not this Saturday, yesterday, not the last Saturday, but the Saturday before that. So that is somewhere around like the 11th or 12th. So that's the wedding that I was able to shoot. And if you follow me on Instagram, I've actually uploaded a teaser to the full film that I'll drop this week for the wedding that I shot there. Pitched it to them, they loved it, and then therefore we was able to proceed on that. And shout out to that couple, because they were very nice. I like shooting with them as the day, especially kind of continued on, and when the nerves got out, we was able to have a good time. And I appreciate it. It was fun. That was my first wedding that I lead shot on unofficially. So like, I was the only videographer there that shot the wedding, and I'm running around with handheld. So I didn't have my gimbal yet. I was running around with my A7 III, shooting the wedding. I didn't do no pictures. So that was like my first unofficial first lead wedding. First official wedding, period, but unofficially the lead because they weren't expecting video. So I'm glad that my skill or my talent in being able to do video and edit video, you know, presented well for them, thus building my confidence to let me know I can do this. And so that worked out. So then the very following week, I have another wedding with the DJ. He's like, yeah, I got another wedding. Basically kind of in the same similar area. He's like one of the biggest DJs in like a 4-hour span or radius in Charlotte. So if you haven't already, look up DJ Breeze. So we go shoot another wedding last Saturday. I actually wasn't supposed to shoot video like that. I was going to really just shoot the reception side and really highlight the DJ. Well, we get to the wedding, come to find out that the couple who they hired a specific photographer, but she ended up catching COVID, so she had to basically outsource her job to somebody else. But they ended up going all in on photography. There was no videography. So I ended up shooting videography for them, again, unofficially. My second official wedding, but again, my second also unofficial first lead. And so for me, I know I'm throwing like the unofficial terms out and all that type of stuff, but I haven't actually got a job where I am the first lead. This is my wedding. This is what we're doing. Everything has kind of came unofficially because either they weren't expecting video or they possibly didn't even know they were getting video. So I also ended up kind of starting to capture footage late because I wasn't expecting to shoot video. And so hopefully that goes well because I'm in the process. You know, they're honeymoon right now, so I ain't trying to bother them. But so that's how that works out for that wedding last week. Again, I didn't have the gimbal yet. The gimbal actually showed up the day I shot the wedding. So I was at the wedding, this baby showed up. It was actually supposed to show up like 2 days. It was supposed to show up Friday, last Friday. So not 2 days ago, but 9 days ago. Well, 8 days ago. It was supposed to show up that Friday, but it was delayed in transit. So I actually could have had this to use at that wedding, but I didn't. So I got it that Saturday while I was shooting the wedding. I was super uber geeked up and excited, hyped up, you know, hype man for the wedding again, try to get everybody motivated to have fun, you know, partying or, you know, dancing and whatnot for the reception, get the DJ hyped up and all that type of stuff. So that was great. So then he's like, yo, I got an Amazon gig. I booked video for you. So Amazon was my first official lead videographer position because he pitched to them basically last minute, yo, would you like video for your grand opening? Charlotte just opened up another warehouse, and so like he pitched a video for me and they were like, yeah, we'll do it. And he actually worked out the terms for me, which was amazing. So I again appreciate the DJ Breeze on that. So when they signed off on that, so that was my first official lead videography position, which was with Amazon. And so I'm sitting here like, I still kind of it still hasn't settled in on me because I still can't believe I kind of shot for Amazon because it wasn't like a corporate level type thing. You know, it was a warehouse, people, it was the grand opening. So nothing but new employees and orientation, all that type of stuff. And so I guess the idea that somebody had for Amazon was they were going to, I guess, maybe play some games and stuff like that. But that part kind of faded to the side because it was the first day of opening and orientation. So I think things kind of ran into each other. So how I ended up having to edit the video was to really highlight safety, people working, the warehouse running, and they loved the video. So I'll be sharing that this week as well. But I'm glad that succeeded, and they want to do photography next. And you know, if you guys follow me on Instagram, you know, as you guys can see, I've been really working hard on photography and really, I guess you could say, composition. One of the things that I struggle with a little bit in terms of accepting is like adjusting my greens, because I don't mind greens in my pictures, but I can understand where desaturating them or toning them down really adds value to the photo, to the overall quality of the photo. So that's something that I've kind of struggled with, just because I don't mind greens, but I'm starting to see why it's an idea worth considering in terms of adjusting greens for the overall quality of a photo. So that is not officially signed off yet, but it is there is like a verbal agreement there. So I appreciate Amazon appreciating the work, but then also wanted to continue that with another opportunity. So thank you, Amazon, for that. And thank you, DJ Breeze, for the opportunity to actually work with Amazon. So all in all, what is my advice in terms of trying to get projects for you, especially if you're kind of starting off, or if you have been doing this for a while and you just kind of don't know who to reach out to? Don't be scared to just to accept an opportunity, because you never know where that opportunity could go. Who knew that I was a videographer and a DJ, and then next you know, it spans into shooting for Amazon, right? Or a corporation, a mega corporation at that. You never know where that opportunity can go. So don't be scared to take an opportunity, because that opportunity can open up the doors for so many other things. One of the things that kind of built my confidence and momentum is pitching video to other businesses. One of the barbershops I go get my hair cut at, I'm saying fresh cut in the building, you know what I'm saying? I pitched a video idea for him to kind of shoot a quick little, like, it doesn't even, I think I said no more than 3 minutes, but it's probably gonna be like 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes, and then like an even shorter clip. So they'll get a total like 2 clips, like a 30-second, somewhere in the 30-second range, and then like a 1.5 minute clip of action taking place at the barbershop. I pitched that idea to him while I was getting my haircut, and he was like, yo, actually that sounds pretty cool. They're doing some construction basically at the barbershop soon, but he's like, soon as we wrap up here, you can come in and we'll get that done. So the confidence that I had with working with Amazon and with the DJ, and I guess you could say indirectly what that resulted in is me working on 2 wedding videos. I do still have footage and stuff from the first wedding that I second shot for. I haven't done nothing with that yet, but the confidence and experience from those projects has helped me to, again, push that out and start pitching ideas to people, and it's all from one opportunity, and that's working with the DJ. And this DJ, he's close to his 300 wedding. I think he's on 298, 299 right now. So he's very close to his 300 wedding. So he has experience in terms of this. He has he has opportunities to be a DJ, and all he has to do is ask, hey, do you need video? And he's, he has been willing to help me basically get recognition for my work, because starting off, new website, all that type of stuff, SEO optimization and trying to be found is tough. I've been using Google Ads because they gave me a credit so I can run my website to get some viewers. I've had a few more inquiries since doing that, which, hey, thank you to all those who did at least reach out to try to accomplish something. Got a couple that might be in the works, we'll see. But it's tough because it's saturation again. Like, there's a lot of photographers, there's a lot of videographers. So trying to stand out or trying to get opportunities is hard when it's hard to find your stuff when you're like an infant in terms of your social media presence. So for me, having that opportunity to at least get work near me has been phenomenal and has been so crucial to me growing as a videographer. And that's why I was confident to get a gimbal and then get accessories to, to tune it out, you know what I'm saying? Car language. So that way I can be as ready as possible for any video opportunity. I do have the Polo Pro Peter McKinnon edition 2 to 5 stop ND filter coming in soon to really top things off. When you're buying ND filters, buy the 82 millimeter and then buy step up rings for them. Now, if you have a 49 millimeter thread lens, you might have to buy 2 Polo Pro ND filters, because that's a problem I'm running into now. I don't think you really want to try to step up that far, so just buy 2 in that case, because my 2 lenses, the 85, well, I'm not shooting right now, this is the Sigma 16, but this lens and my Sony 85-1.8 are 67 millimeter thread, and I bought Polo Pro's knurled step up ring so that way I can use it with that flawlessly, and that's no problem, because a lot of bigger lenses do range in the 67 to 82 millimeter range. The 20 millimeter 1.8 G lens from Sony and the 135 millimeter, I think that's a G or G Master lens from Sony. Well, the 20 is 67 and the 135 is an 82, so I'm set from that perspective. But like when I whenever get the Zeiss 55 millimeter from Sony, that's a 49 millimeter thread, and my 50 mil 1.8 from Sony is a 49 millimeter thread. So I'll have to buy separate a separate ND filter for that, but that's, you know, that's down the road, and you know, it happens from time to time. But yeah, that's a word of advice. But yeah, overall, to get opportunities like this, you don't be scared to take an opportunity, because you never know where it can go. And so I'm thankful for that, because I'm always open to opportunity. I'm always open to feedback. I'm always reaching for feedback to see where I can improve. Like, I edit on my tablet right now, so you could say like that's probably my most recent bottleneck now that I have a gimbal to improve footage. I got the ND filter to help me with outdoor footage. All that stuff will be sewn up, and that will help me improve my footage overall. But in order to color grade better, I do need a laptop or a PC of some kind, or a Mac or whatever. Preferably probably PC. That 3090 though, that RTX 3090 though. I need a functional piece of hardware like that to be able to use Adobe Premiere Pro or something like that. And that's probably gonna be my biggest learning curve, because I'm actually a little scared or threatened by the timeline, because whenever I see people in their timelines, I don't know how to read that. My timeline is very simple on Power Director on Android, so seeing a timeline like that will throw me off. But once I understand how to use that, then I'm gonna feel more confident, and then my work will improve, because now I can actually color grade and put my own personal real touch on my footage. So that's the next bottleneck that I'll have to overcome, but I'm working my way there, improving my footage, stuff like that. So again, shout out to DJ Breeze for being willing to help me get my work out there. It's nothing like having a finished product, but people not being able to see it. So that's always a tough part. And I know like a lot of us can struggle with that from time to time, even in the space of YouTube, making videos, and we can't get our work out there or our videos out there because everybody else is making videos on similar things. For me, I might calm down on the tech side of things in terms of phones and tablets and whatnot. I should get the tablet 7 Plus. We'll see. You know, if you guys want to support the channel and hook me up like you did the Z Flip, by all means. But outside of that, it might slow down a little bit, just because my energy is going to be more devoted towards filmography. You know, I won't consider myself a cinematographer until I can color grade, because then I can provide that more cinematic look. So I will stay in the stage of videographer, filmmaker right now, because there's just certain things that I know I need to touch up on before I can confidently call myself a cinematographer. And I kind of want a cine rig as well one day, because I do need another camera to be dedicated to video, so that way my A7 III can be dedicated to photos, or A7 IV down the road if that comes out. So that's my advice. That's how I hooked up with Amazon. Don't be scared to take an opportunity. Jump on Facebook if you can. Join specific Facebook groups. I've joined wedding groups in my state, like the North Carolina, South Carolina wedding photography group. There's like a modeling group I've joined, and I just continue to kind of ask, or hey, people put in there, we need in search of a second shooter, or in search of a first lead, in search of this and the third. And I just, hey, I got you if you haven't found anybody. Hey, did you fill that position yet? Hey, whoop de whoop. And so now, unfortunately, what I run into is people like Canon. So like some of these people who are in search of specific first or second lead shooters prefer Canon. So it kind of hurts me since I'm a Sony homie. But outside of that, you know, I still pitch ideas. So for you, pitch the same ideas and jump on Facebook, because Facebook is still killing it in terms of marketing and being able to get work, especially as a freelancer. Work Facebook groups, join your favorite camera group and just go in there and put your work out there, because you never know, somebody could reach out and want to work with you just through that. So join Facebook, do that. On Instagram, be more active, post more on your stories, post more content that you feel confident you can actually post in terms of your feed, and make, you know, quality work, and then connect with people. You know, I connected with a lot of people by taking that opportunity, spending like $700 to fly out to Montana for the Sony camera camp, and I ran into a bunch of cool people that I'm cool with on Instagram. Matt Gibbs, I believe his name is Matt Santana. Oh wait, is Matt? I think Matt's name. Yeah, I think Gibbs is Matt. Yeah, I think that's a Matt too. I'm gonna look up his name right now, because he's been showing me a lot of love on Instagram as well. What is his name? Da 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 da. Come on. Oh, Chris Pereira, Ayala on Instagram. Like I ran into a lot of people at the photography workshop, the elopement workshop I did. I ran into Anna Hargis, who I call Anna Hathaway, Southern Belle Weddings. Chris Brockhurst is on YouTube. He's really good. He's been doing a lot of good stuff with the Sony a7 III. Ashley Warren, Ashton Hardy has been fun. Has some. He's really into Scooby Doo, and he's been doing his thing on Instagram. So opportunities. Don't be scared to invest in yourself when it comes to opportunities, because you never know where it can actually go, especially if it's something that you're passionate about. And right now my passion is growing for this. I just need some rest, but my passion's been growing for this. I've been just super excited. So I'm glad I was able to get this out to you guys in the form of a podcast where I can just sit down and talk and just kind of just express what's been helping me out to you guys, because you never know who it can help. So that is the episode 27 of Vrsatile After Hours. Hope you guys appreciate and enjoyed it. Leave me down comments below about your own tips, advice, and thoughts on, if not what I said, some things that have worked for you to continue to grow in whatever aspect of creativity that you dibble dabble in. I'm open for it down in the comment section below. But if you haven't already, make sure you guys ignite the like button on this video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Make sure you guys hit that notification bell so that way YouTube informs you when I drop videos. Yes, YouTube will let you know a thing unless you hit that notification bell. So go ahead and do that right there. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the audio podcast on your favorite podcast platform. P.S. The other thing I like about this gimbal is the quick release plate that it comes with. Works with my tripod that I have from Coleman. I think it's like $170. Very, very sturdy, heavy duty tripod. I would imagine that this same quick release plate works with Manfrotto as well. Don't take my word for it, but I'm highly expecting it to do so. So I'm glad my stuff works out with stuff, because it's really been helping me as well. And one of the other biggest adjustments or improvements I could have made was buying a new SD card. I've been kind of bottlenecked in terms of data transfer speeds, because although I have a UHS 2, it's only 32 gigabytes, so size hurts me there. And my backup card is a 64 gig UHS 1 card, both from that one's from SanDisk. My 32 is a Sony Tough G. So what I did was I bought a SanDisk 128 gig UHS 2 card to put in here as my primary card, and I don't have a backup right now. Well, I'm using the 32 as a backup because it's UHS 2 as well, but I don't have an auto switch in terms of recording media onto the second card, so that way I can maintain UHS 2 speeds. That card was like $200, but it's worth the investment because I don't have to worry about a card for a while, because I've never gone past 64 gig and 32 gig. So in other words, 96 gigs, I have not gone past that, which means 128 gigs is going to be more than enough for me. And if I need to transfer everything from my card to your card or copy stuff off my card to your card, won't be a problem there, because it's UHS 2, which means it's like over 300 and I think it's over 300 megabyte read-write speed, somewhere in there. So definitely invest in that as well. With your boy Vrsatile signing out, and until the next video, we're officially closed.